Ever heard of the hydrogen age? Sergei Frolov has, and he's betting big on it with his company, H2 Valley. With over 20 years of experience in the hydrogen, metals, and mining industries, he's not just a dreamer, he's a doer. Get ready to meet the man who's turning hydrogen dreams into reality. He's tapping into the Earth's natural hydrogen and helium reserves with his team, convinced they hold the key to humanity's next great leap forward. If you think that sounds a bit sci fi, wait till you hear his plans. Sergey, welcome.
Thank you, Ernest. Glad to have me here with your audience.
Absolutely. For the beginning, can you give a short introduction to who is Sergei Frolov and H2 Valley?
Okay, so Sergey Frolov, I'm um, I have the background in metals and mining industry. So I was most of my professional life in metals and mining industry as in a top management, in different positions and big company. But recently, I decided to set up my own company with my colleagues, my co-founders, to go for geological hydrogen. Because I heard about this, I was introduced to this topic back 20 years ago when I was doing my PhD degree. Since that time, I was monitoring closely the work that has been done in this direction. About 8 years ago, I was deeper involved into geological hydrogen, looking for how the things are progressing with regards to finding sources and with regards to finding accidentally the Mali case. So back then, I had the idea of creating the business and making it happen. So making it possible to extract hydrogen for industrial uses, primarily for metals and mining industry. But of course, you probably know that hydrogen is a Swiss Army knife. So for me, it's a dream that has come true, and hopefully, with my team, we are going to make it true.
What is the currently accepted model of the Earth's structure?
Uh, Today, everybody is knows from the books, from the scholar books, that Earth is made of the core. The core is iron and nickel. It's solid, and the outer sphere or the mantle is mostly silicates. So this is the basic, and the crust, which is on top of all this. So this is the basic theory, which is dogmatic from my point of view and from the point of view of my colleagues. There's no scientific basis under this theory. So everybody just says that it's like that, and that's it.
What is the evidence for the new model of the Earth's structure proposed by Vladimir Larin?
There are many evidences. If you read the book of Vladimir Larin, who it was actually translated into English, it's rather sophisticated. The calculations and the background, scientific background, and research under this theory is rather sophisticated because it was refined with many years. There are many proofs and many evidences that this theory is actually working. But the most important one is the seepage of hydrogen to the surface of the planet. So the it's not only the seepage of hydrogen, but it's gigantic flows of hydrogen to the surface of the planet that can be tracked from satellite imagery based on the images of the ozone layer. So based on the recent discoveries and recent publications, we can see that something is happening which shouldn't have happened if we had the older model with the iron and nickel core and the mantle, silicate mantle. So, according to even just one fact of degassing of hydrogen to the surface of the planet, we can say that this old model doesn't work.
Why does the new model propose that the Earth's core is made of hydrides instead of iron?
Uh, Everything started from the theory of the UK scientist Fred Hoyle. Fred Hoyle was the person, professor of astronomer, who proposed that the planets of the solar system or the planetary system is generated out of the protoplanetary disk of the ionized, highly ionized material, which is the mixture of different chemical elements, which is based on the substance of the older stars that have bursted and recombined all together. And most of this material consists of hydrogen. So hydrogen is the biggest part of our universe. So astronomers know that, and there are evidences that hydrogen takes, if I remember, 70% of the whole universe. So it means that in the beginning of formation of the planets and of the sun, there should be quite a lot of hydrogen for during the formation of the planets. But what's another interesting point is that Fred Hoyle suggested that during the rotation of this planetary disk, there is magnetic separation of different elements based on their ionization potentials. So based on the calculation of ionization potentials of these elements, we take the calculations for the new composition of different planets could be made. And for our planet, for planet Earth, according to these calculations, hydrogen is much more. I mean, the composition of the planet is much more than we used to think. Yeah.
How does the new model explain the abundance of hydrogen in the Earth's core?
Uh, this like so if I continue with the process of formation of the planet
Mm.
out of the ionized material which is separated on different orbits of the solar system, they tend to recombine into protoplanets. In the beginning, this matter is quite widely spread, but then it tends to combine and to dense. And during the densing process, the matter tends to precipitate. All the metals which were on the orbit of Earth were precipitated, and during precipitation, it captured quite a lot of hydrogen. So it's also proven fact that has been done in the beginning of this century. And while precipitation of vaporized metals in the hydrogen atmosphere, they tend to capture few molecules of hydrogen. So during this process of precipitation, hydrogen was captured in the core of the planet. And slowly, when geological life of the planet started, the process of hydrogen seepage or hydrogen emission from the core of the planet started. So that's how it explains.
What are some of the challenges of the new model?
The challenge of the new model is that it's a little bit complicated to understand from the first reading. There are different calculations, ionization potentials, and separation, and the proofs of how much matter was in the beginning of the process of formation of the protoplanetary disk. There are many other facts that are not really easy to understand at first, but once you understand everything, which is under this theory, everything puts together one by one. And you have the answers to many questions that have been open all the time with regards to many geological processes which happen on the planet.
So
So
this approach,
yes, it's the first. It's the first one, and the second one is that it's really difficult for this theory uh, to um, to explain and to divert the other audience that got used to the iron and
yeah,
math model to divert from that dogma.
yeah. So it basically challenges the understanding of the Earth as we know until now.
Yes.